Surprise! I wasn't going to do any more of these videos, but you know what? I listen to Spirit, and if Spirit says do it, I say I'm ready. And there were a bunch of things that culminated in me deciding to do a video today, both good and bad, or positive and negative, or dark and light, whatever you want to think. First of all, um, we are still in dark and honestly scary times because we don't know what's going to happen next. This is historic because of the virus. It's also historic because of the siege on the Capitol, the United States Capitol, by Trump supporters, um, on the 6th when they were confirming the electoral college votes for Joe Biden as next president. So it's I got to tell you, it is a very scary thing as they were leaving, as the what do you call them? Uh, mm, the people, the insurgents. We have to say insurgents because that's what it comes down to. As they were leaving, they were saying, "We'll be back with weapons." They also found pipe bombs and Molotov cocktail contraptions and zip ziploc kind of zip bands, handcuffs, and they were in there to not do good. There's so many questions about how it worked that it can make us very fearful of our future. And I think that's why I really wanted to do this today, because we must stay positive. The stress of what we are experiencing, if we focus on that, we're going to make ourselves sick. And we cannot afford to lower our immunity, especially now. Number one. Number two, life is meant to be good, and it's meant to be lived happy, at peace, secure, and with love. And a part of our responsibility as human beings is to co create that with God. Big, big lot of work, right? But do you know, we're all capable of it. We can do this. This we can do. So let's just kind of slough that off for the moment. You know, I clean my mind and I throw the negative thoughts into the pool of transformation. This works. If you try it, you'll find it works. So I'll start with some good news. I just finished having some of the most amazing creamy roasted carrot soup, and I made it myself. I found the recipe online, and if you want a copy, let me know. I'll try to put a link in the comments section. But it was a little bit of work, but not so much as it wasn't totally delicious. So I had some already. I've got a container to go in the fridge to eat later today and tomorrow, if it makes it till tomorrow. And I had a container to give my sister. And I was so excited about it, how it came out. I ran over and I called her up and I said, "Look, this soup is really good. I don't know what you planned for supper, but you got to get this." So we met halfway as we do. And it's funny because you got to put on the sweater and the coat and the hat and the gloves and the mask, and schlep yourself outside and then come back. But she liked it. Well, I don't know that she liked it. I loved it. She liked what it looked like. But I take my word for it. This is flippin' yummers. Totally worth the work. Yes, I will put the link to the recipe in the comment section when we're done. So that was good news. And it was also something that came off of my to-do list. Because last time I ordered carrots, I ordered a 5-pound bag. And when I saw it, I went, oh, God, what am I going to do with all these carrots? It's just me here. And I decided I was going to make carrot soup. But you know what? The soup in my mind was nowhere near as delicious as the soup that was made. The soup in my mind was my Tim what's his name? Tim Gunn fallback, make it work. And the experience was absolutely heavenly. So you'll get that. So let's look at what is on the National Day calendar today, because that's why I was inspired to do this video. It is Apricot Day. Now, I happen to have some little chocolate dipped apricots still in my fridge from when I made them earlier. So, going to have some of that with my afternoon snack. It is also Balloon Ascension Day. Now, because I decided to do the video and move everything pretty quickly and had to prepare for it, I didn't get a chance to look at the comments. But if you go to hashtag National Day Calendar, they have an explanation of everything there. But what I do know is one of my new favorite movies is called The Aeronauts, Aeronauts. It is on Amazon Prime Video, free for Prime members. It's for, you can do it on the watch party, so you can share it with someone thousands of miles away and both enjoy it through the watch party feature. So I recommend that. It's based on a true story, but it is fictionalized. It's historic fiction. And so there's truth woven in with a lightly connected story. Okay, it is Law Enforcement Day. Now, what a day to have Law Enforcement Day. Now, I haven't seen the clip, and maybe I never want to see the clip of a police officer on the 6th being slammed behind a door, crushed behind the door, and begging, help, help. I hurt. This hurts. This hurts, And I don't know what happened with it. I don't think the people that watched the video knew what happened with it. But here was a police officer trying to do his duty. He was sent out improperly prepared, improperly provided with weapons that would keep him safe. And like, what do they call it? Like sheep to the slaughter. There's something buried in there we have to look at. But we respect law enforcement. There are some bad ones out there. There are some racists. There are some psychopaths. There are some narcissists. They're all out there, but you're going to find them in every profession, okay? So let's respect the good. My uncle was a police officer in West Hartford, Connecticut for many years. So let's honor and respect the heart of police work, which is being a public servant to serve and protect the community. And we're going to hold that vision as we've come through this really ugly, tough part of human consciousness, and it's just going to get better as we learn to stand up. See, bless our hearts, seriously. We are so spoiled. We don't know about these things. We never had an experience of an autocrat, of a wannabe dictator. We've not experienced these. And there hasn't been an overthrow of the government since I think in the 1800s. And from what I understand, and I guess history will look it up, or I'm going to wait for you, Cheryl, to give me the details. But I understand it was an interracial leadership. And apparently it was not accepted by a lot of people. They were overthrown. And I'd never heard of that before until just recently. Maybe they're not putting the right stuff in the history books, you think? Yeah, I'm the one that was told when I was a kid that the cowboys were the good guys and the Indians were the bad guys. I remember that. The Indians that never saw India, that have no idea India ever existed. Duh, just some more of our human frailty. That's why we have to learn to rise above it and look down from a higher perspective. That perspective is within every one of us. All we have to do is step back from what we're doing and take a higher look. Okay, it is. And this brings me to why we're doing this video. It is National Vision Board Day. Woohoo! That's exciting. Now, in Unity, we call a vision board a treasure map. It's a lot fun to have a treasure map rather than a vision board. To me, a vision board, yeah, it sounds kind of like it's okay, but it doesn't have the magic. And this is not magic, it's metaphysics. So, first of all, it is in the book that we do the book study on weeknights, Rise of the False Gods, Transformation Through Illumination. And I suppose I will tag this in both groups because it works for both groups. This is on pages 284 and 285. And what it tells us is that the purpose of a treasure map is to provide a visual tool for focus. It helps keep the mind from drifting away from a goal or desire. Creating a treasure map helps us to sharpen our vision as we bring forth images and words that support whatever our treasure may be. It's fun to create, and you can do this on your own or with friends. I used to do treasure mapping workshops, and we had the best time, and we had some food, and we had some company, and it was great. And maybe down the road, when COVID is far behind us, we'll be able to do it again. Maybe even Girls' Weekend. For those of you who don't know, but are within reach of the campground in Moodus, Connecticut, we do a weekend called Girls' Weekend, and it is for women only. It is done from Friday night through Sunday early evening is when people usually finally leave. And we were able to do it last year with social distancing and masks and doing everything outside, and it came out great. And I'm going to pray knowing by September we're going to be COVID free. Now, we still may need masks and stuff because until it's gone, 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 we do what we have to do. What does Tim Gunn say? Make it work. Okay, so making a treasure map on your own will allow you to construct the map quietly and prayerfully. Making a treasure map with friends creates an energy of support and connection. They will hold the vision with you. As a matter of fact, everybody can take a picture of everybody else's vision map and kind of stick it in their prayer book or something to hold that prayer for the people. They don't have to look at it. It's not their vision map. They look at their own. I usually post mine on the fridge, just like moms post their kids' work on the fridge, but I put it somewhere where I can see it. I have made many, and I just, because this all came up so quickly, I was only able to fish out one, which oddly is the one that's in the book, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So, what you need when you're going to make a treasure map is old magazines with lots of pictures, glue or paste, Sharpies, colored or black, scissors, a piece of core board, poster board, or paper, whatever size you want. Now, for the one I'm going to make now, I just have a pad of plain paper, and I'm going to use that because we're hunkered down home alone. So we're going to do what? We're going to make it work. When we come out of this, every time you guys hear make it work, or every time you're having a challenge, you're probably going to be saying to yourself, make it work. And you know that you can because you've been doing it. Okay. You want a picture or small flat object of spirit, God, Jesus, Buddha, or another religious symbol. If you don't have one, and when I made this particular board that we're going to look at, the treasure map that we're going to look at, I didn't have anything, but I wrote, thank you, God, for this. You always want to remember to thank God for all the blessings you get. Okay, so for the instructions, hang on a minute. I just want to stay up with comments. I'm afraid I'll accidentally end the video. Okay, yes, when we come out of this, we are going to party. Okay, so look through magazines to find pictures or words that describe your goal. Cut them out. Build your map by placing your religious symbol on the map first. It acknowledges God as source. So you put your religious symbol on, and then you start to cut them out. At the bottom of the map, write, thank you, Spirit, for this or something better. You always want to say, for this or something better, because very often what we think we want is not necessarily what would be really the best for us. Give God room to work. To me, that's what was wrong with the movie The Secret. If you never saw it, you know, it when it first came out, Unity was all hot on it, but it was very much like mind control. It wasn't spirit led and spirit guided, which is why to me it didn't work. It was a way of forcefully getting what you want, kind of like through manipulative purposes, like kind of like what's going on right now in our country, maybe. Okay. Next, you glue or paste the other images to the board. Write an affirmation on the board with Sharpie. Example, I travel far and wide and see many things if travel was your goal. Tips: keep your treasure map simple. This is important. Keep it simple. One focus. If you put on all different kinds of types of things you want, you're going to lose your focus. The whole purpose, metaphysically, thoughts held in mind produce after their kind. Where the mind goes, energy flows and manifestation follows. So you're honing your vision down, you're zeroing in on what you want, and then you're exploding on the board the ideas that support that one thing. Excuse me. I think that's a big mistake that a lot of people make with um, treasure maps or vision boards or anything like that. So, yes, your vision can be wide, but if you really want to manifest, do it one thing at a time. Focus. It can be. Well, you'll see mine. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Put the map somewhere you can see it regularly. For me, it's the fridge or in my bedroom or in my prayer center. Don't let it go to the back burner of your mind. That's one of the biggest mistakes we make. We let things go to the back burner of our mind. Spend some time meditating on your map daily. Don't let it become a part of the landscape where it's there, but you're really not even looking at it. Look at it. Connect what? If you want to manifest, you connect thought plus feeling. And then you say, thank you, God, for this or something better. So, as much as you're holding this energy, you're sending it out to, I want the best thing for me. Don't just look at the pictures, feel them. Act as if it's yours already. So, that is in the exercises section of Rise of the False Gods. So I will show you this is my treasure map. from when I needed more time in my life. Even now, you've heard me talk about how busy I am. I got so much to do, and but let me share some of what of the things I put here. I said, thank you, God. I have plenty of time, this or something better. And some of the symbols I have on here, lots of clocks and watches that remind me. But then here's one. This says, take 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a very desirable amount of time that you would want to spend in meditation. It's not like you have to spend 20 minutes, but spending 20 minutes is very helpful. Plenty of entertaining time. This says make time for fun. Plenty time to work. Plenty time to pray. Me time. Plenty. Plenty family time. Take 5 minutes. Plenty travel time. Relax your mind, body, and soul. Plenty of brooding time. Now, I had to learn about changing the meaning, getting clear about the word brooding, because my mother would use the word. This is one time where I think she kind of sort of didn't get real clear about what she was saying. If we were kind of going around the house, she would say, "What are you brooding about?" And brooding is when a hen is sitting on her eggs waiting for them to hatch. And then after the chicks hatch, very often they will go underneath and she'll brood them. She'll kind of keep them safe and warm, and until they grow too big to do that. And so brooding time is time to, you got your meditation time, which you're given to God. And brooding time is time when you're hatching. You're hatching ideas. You're hatching thoughts and concepts and feelings. Brooding time is very important. And then here I wrote a very important affirmation, important for me. It says, it's not what you've got, but what you do with it that counts. So I kept this hanging up. I think that's where my God symbol was. It fell off of my map. But so I kept it. As a matter of fact, I had this on the fridge a little while ago because I was feeling very constrained in my times. And really, we all get the same 24 hours every day. It's not what you got, it's what you do with it. So, what do I have for right now? I found this magazine. It was a magazine from, oh, I can't look at it right now. I'm hungry. I'm thinking about more of that soup. Um, but anyway, this is got lots of pictures. It was a holiday book from the grocery store. But there's a word like delight. Well, who wouldn't want a delight, right? You can find the words anywhere. And then I got another one. Why does everything have to be about food? This is Connecticut Magazine, and it talks about best restaurants. But if you think about some of the words here, this and that, you could say this and paste it next to a picture of something you really want. Um, let's see. I don't think you care. Oh, here's one. How about a picture of the theater? Do you like to go to the theater? The pictures are everywhere. So, like I said, this is not magical, it's metaphysical. And you remember the other day we did the life satisfaction wheel? So, this is kind of like you do not want to hit every area to make your treasure map. Find an area that you want to work with. For example, money. I mean, money's okay as long as you don't make money your God. But if you don't handle money well, then maybe you want to build your treasure map on that. And here's a great affirmation for prosperity. I am rich, rich, rich. I have plenty, plenty, plenty. Plenty to spend, plenty to share, plenty to save, plenty to spare. I am rich, rich, rich. I have plenty, plenty, plenty. And the biggest part of prosperity is being content with what you have. And then everything else is a bonus. Think on that, okay? Maybe it's career. Did you want to make a career change? Pour that energy into your treasure map so you can make it work. Um, I know I wanted to share others. Hang on a minute. Yeah, yeah. Things we're going into, it's getting lighter every day is a little lighter. Like I can still see outside. I can still see that it's getting dark, but I can still see trees and it's 5 o'clock. Oh, that's a good thing. But we are still going into the coldest part of winter, which is both supposed to be worse to contract COVID, and it's also worse for depression and feeling alone. So we want to try to stay positive. And something happened today that I was just kind of, I don't know, working around whatever I do around the house, and I heard my brother-in-law's tractor, and my heart just jumped because it brought back to me the knowing that we are getting into it will be soon camping season, sooner than we know, and it'll be warm and I can walk to the post office to the mailbox without having to put on leggings and leg warmers and sweaters and coats and gloves and hats and a mask. So, but just that single that moment of hearing the tractor and thinking, yes, it's coming. Now he drives the tractor around all the time, but today it just hit me that camping season will be back soon and the people will be back and it's going to be great. What is it for you? And this is what, when you look at those magazines, think about those things. Look at the pictures. Look at what you want. What do you want when this is done? Don't try to do everything. Focus on one and then take care of yourself. I believe that is everything I had on my little list. Um, Something else I ordered today on Amazon, I ordered a humidifier, which I don't know, my nose, I've been so dry. It's been like my mouth gets dry, my nose gets dry. And they said that's one of the things you don't want, that if you're trying to avoid COVID, that you should keep your home a little on the moisture side. And my house is very dry right now. So I ordered the humidifier so that, and it also has a little night light in it and you can use it as an essential oil diffuser. Great. I got rid of all my essential oils. Guess I got to get some more. Um, so anyway, there we are. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed sharing it with you so much. You know, Bob Hope used to end his show with a song that said, I'm so glad we had this time together. And I don't remember the other words, but every day when I'm done doing our videos, I think to myself, I'm so glad we had this time together. So go work on your treasure map and have a bright, beautiful, better than average day. Take care. I will see you on Monday, unless God gives me a nudge tomorrow, but not the plan. We shall see. Bye bye.